So good morning everybody, welcome to day one of the Cleveland Way. Today I'm in Helmsley. I'll be walking today to Osmotherley, got about 22 mile give or take. This is a 109 mile national trail from Helmsley that finishes in Filey on the east coast. So, looking like we've got good weather today. Signpost here and the official marker for starting the threshold is there. So, not a bad start to the day. My first ever long distance walk, more than 3 days. So this is going to be a big one. I'm planning to do this in 7 days. You can do it in 6. Chose to do it in 7. I'd rather have a night stay in Rievaulx Abbey. Wanted to take my time doing the walk and obviously enjoy the weather where it is nice. We've got a couple of hairy bits Tuesday on the coast and maybe Thursday and Friday, but I'll take one day on the coast, and that's the Rievaulx Abbey is hopefully the better day. But yeah, let's see how today goes, and let's complete the first 2.5 miles to get to what I can only pronounce is Rievaulx, where the Abbey is there, and then obviously we can head then onwards to Cold Kirby and the infamous Sutton Bank with the white horse. So, let's set off, shall we? Don't know if you can make out just in front of me, that is Helmsley Castle, and over the far side is all the way over the North York Moors, more or less touching Scarborough, which is one of my locations on the Cleveland Way. So far, so good, and the path only gets better from here. So as I was saying at the start, this is one of the national trails. So I've done the Pennine Way, even though it took me 2.5 years to do. I've done that over 2 years. That is one of the national trails. This is my second national trail. This is my planned trip, and to see obviously my stamina, to probably attempt the West Highland Way next year. Obviously I've planned to do that over 7 days. There's a reason why I've picked to do this over 7 days. More mileage today, but obviously not just today, but overall, than the West Highland Way, but it gives me an idea of what to look forward to, and if I can push myself through these 7 days and complete the full walk. But to say this is my second national trail, this is the one I've looked forward to for a while. Whilst walking the Pennine Way, got to about 6 days before finishing that, in terms of stages, came across the Cleveland Way, and I was like, this is my definite, got to do this next year. And a lot of money has been spent on accommodation, not very ideal for camping, which is annoying because I wouldn't mind bringing a tent and stuff, but oh well. But the accommodation I have got booked, I've got some youth hostels, pubs, cheeky Premier Inns, not cheap in Scarborough, definitely in Middlesbrough but not Scarborough, but luxuries, eh? But overall, what I've been looking forward to a long time to do this, and I want to get this completed, and you're going to be on my journey to complete that. So onwards we go now towards Rievaulx. So we are just on the outskirts of Rievaulx, and the Abbey is literally just down the road here. Obviously you'll see the footage in a second of the Abbey from a drone. I've now bought myself a drone from my last walk, so I now have the DJI Mini 4 Pro, and the bonus of where I am now, I can fly it, National Trust Land and airspace apparently, they now have added, you can't fly over. So I've obviously taken off and landed in the field, the road, and then obviously over the field here is not National Trust land, so I've got a bit of a going away shot, but you've got to see the Abbey, let alone everything else. So yeah, 3 miles done apparently. I'll take that. Let's get over this lovely bridge and keep going, shall we? So I'm now in the village of Cold Kirby. Just bumped into some locals. Ironically, I seem to do that a lot on walks. Look at saying it's going to be a very nice view over Sutton Bank, so which ironically I'm not too far from. This is most of the ascent I think done for the day. Last little bit there is trying to get out from Rievaulx up and down. It's some steep sections in areas, but I'm here. And I'm doing absolutely brilliant. 5.5 miles. That was some of the nicest paths I've walked on in a long time. And that's saying a lot compared to some of the walks I've done, which has been great. Obviously, you look at the 2 counties way I did, where it was obviously gravel path on a canal, great. But there's so much more to see and do around here. It's beautiful. Wow, look at this. From farm track path to road, and I'm now going to be cutting across the Hamilton House racecourse and then on towards Sutton Bank. So see ya around that corner. Welcome to Sutton Bank. What a view! Not hazy. This is amazing. You can just make out in the far distance. You can just see it on the top, right behind there. That's Great Shunner Fell, and that's the Pennine Way. Wow, to say I can see that from all the way up here is ridiculous. This is absolutely amazing up here. I can see all the way down in towards Thirsk, which is literally just at the bottom down here. Oh my god, this is beautiful. I've been into high places, but this is another level. This is taking it one step further. This is amazing. It's time to head down to the White Horse. Should be about a mile away from that. Let's go. So this is the North York Moors Gliding Club. So in this particular area, so no drone obviously, flying zone due to the gliders, but nice little area, especially overlooking some bank. So this particular section to the White Horse from the signpost there is optional. You don't have to do this, but soon as I've got the time, I planned it into the walk. Why not? You don't get to see the full White Horse, you'll get to see the head at part of push. So I thought I'll pop down and have a nosy and then continue all the way down Sutton Bank then. It's one big long walk now, all the way to Osmotherley. Looking forward to this. I've obviously got High Paradise Farm at some point on the way. If that's open, we'll see. I may pop in, we'll see what I'm like for time. And obviously, if I'm hungry or not, probably will be knowing me. But yeah, Gliders Club. And then I've got lovely trees and Sutton Bank behind that, with a view of over Thirsk, Great Shunner Fell, all over towards the Yorkshire Dales. It's amazing. Could not argue with today's weather so far. So we've made it to the White Horse of Kilburn. So on this map, we're about, if you can just make it out, we're about here. Just where the tip is here. So obviously that's the horse just here. I can't fly my drone around here because of the Gliders Club behind. I can't get my drone up here, which is a little annoying, but oh well. That's the aerial view you can see from here. But yeah, so I'm here. Obviously I've got a skirt all the way back, where I've come from, which is just behind those trees there. Then I was onwards then towards Osmotherley. But yeah, the white horse.
You don't. Wobbling ominous. Oh, they do wobble.
So we're at Sutton Bank National Park Centre. The visitor centre's behind me. As much as it'd be nice to jump in and have a nosy, I've spent a bit longer than I'd like over at Sutton Bank at the Gliders Club, so I'm going to keep pushing, get away from the crowd and try and find somewhere to have a break. Been going now for nearly 5-6 hours. It's nice to have a bit of a break now, but overall, past's been great. I'm not complaining one bit about this. It's been amazing. Just more to come now. So welcome apparently to the finest view in England. I've seen better, not gonna lie, but yeah, I can see why it's nice. So obviously Great Whernside, obviously Yorkshire Dales and stuff behind that, Wensleydale, walked over that Pennine Way. Nice Simon Seat, still not done that, probably one it's a decent one to do. But yeah, that's not bad that. But I'd say it's not the finest, I've seen a lot better, but it's a good view in England. Not finest, maybe good view in England. But yeah. So it's been a while since I've spoke. Not really much happened really, just been following the tops. It's obviously just merging round now. That, just there, that little farm at the top there, that should be, it'll be well, High Paradise Farm. Planning to get lunch there. It's now time at 12:12. About 1 o'clock, I should say, if that, getting there. But yeah, so far so good. Once I've passed High Paradise Farm, we've gone to the back of the moors then. And it's just moorland then for the last, how many ever miles it is when we get there to finish. But yeah, a bit windy, but mind a bit of wind. It's fine, as long as you don't get blown away. But yeah, let's keep going, shall we? But yeah, lovely view, and I'm absolutely buzzing with this. Let's keep going. Plenty more to come. So, just to my right is High Paradise Farm. There's quite a few people here. Not stayed too long. Had my food. Keep going. I've got 7 miles now to finish. Tried to get my drone up. Had a bit of a wobble. Wind. It's a bit stronger than it looks. I'll put it that way. So got that down as quick as I possibly could. But I did try and get some footage. You'll see if it turns out alright or not, because it'll be included in there, yes or no. But yeah, onwards we go now to Osmotherley. So as you can see, we've just joined the North York Moors. Well, we've already been in it, but we actually joined the moor now. And we follow this now for the next 6 miles. Well, 4.5, maybe 5, before we obviously drop for Osmotherley. But that's the last of that. Paradise Farm was alright. I wish I'd have gone in, but it's too busy. If it was more peaceful, then maybe, but yeah. Head off now and enjoy the moors. Let's see what we see on the way, shall we? So after walking with two amazing people, and you'll know who those two people are if you are watching this, because we're at the 2 mile marker there. So do get your names. If I see you, I'll get your names. We're now 2 miles to Osmotherley, and it is just sat down there. That was a hard section, that. There's a lot of gravel. My feet are dead. But obviously tomorrow is going to be just as bad, rolling hills. Get these last 2 miles smashed out now and laughing. Today has been absolutely wonderful. Scenery immense. Weather, can't argue. It's cloudy now, and I'd rather have it cloudy. It's cooler. I mean, I'm not sitting in the sun sweltering. It's 20 odd degrees today, and I definitely don't want to be sat in that with the sun out. So yeah, not too bad, but obviously come all the way down that to get to here. It's nice to finally be nearly finished. So let's finish the last 2 miles of day 1. Come on. But today hasn't been really anything to record for a lot of Sutton Bank across the tops. Been a lot of the same scenery. Obviously High Paradise Farm, again, same stuff. But obviously the drop now, tomorrow there'll be a lot of different stuff. A couple of trig points and stuff. Oh, hello. We've got Flagstone pathing. Oh, I'll have this. Happy days. But yeah, obviously tomorrow's a lot of rolling hills, a couple of trig points, so there'll be a little bit more obviously scenery wise to see across the moors. And obviously we've got Captain's Cook Monument to look forward to tomorrow, so I'll give you a sneak preview. Shouldn't be doing that. Oh well. But yeah, overall today has been an absolute delight. This is by far one of the nicest walks I've done for a long time, this, and I hope the rest of this walk is just the same for the next 6 days all the way to Filey, because this has been absolutely immense. I've not had one bad issue. I think I had was round about Rievaulx. Was a section without a signpost, and there were 6 ways you could go. That's the only gripe I've got with signage. Everything else signage wise has been fine. The scenery and terrain has been fine. People have seen, people have had a chat to, have been absolutely wonderful, and I can't thank you enough. It's been amazing. It's what I come for. The chat, the walk, the scenery, people, and it all makes a good experience. And so far, you're hitting me on the 10 out of 10 option. Obviously there will be sections where I go, oh, this is awful. I'm not doing this bit again. Which have been in that situation, but now overall, day 1 today has been absolutely amazing. Just a very steep drop now into Osmotherley, but with it very close in sight, I'm hoping to try and reach the local corner shop they have before it shuts at 5, because it doesn't open till 9 o'clock tomorrow, and I'm not sticking around in the morning, so won't mind getting a couple of bits. So I will see you at the bottom. So we got caught in some of it. We missed majority. We're a bit of a rain cloud. We are literally now probably like 2 fields away from Osmotherley now. So what, just to kill you off right at the end. Big steep drop, big steep ascent. You don't want that right at the end of a walk. But to be fair, flagstone pathing just take me into Osmotherley now, and I can put my feet up and rest. But much as it's been hard for today, there's a lot of miles crunched today. We're 22 if anything miles today crunched. It's a lot of miles, and to the amount of ascent, to be fair, that I have done, I'll take this any day. So let's get to the bottom and I'll see you there. Welcome to Osmotherley. Wow, that's a big achievement for day one. 22 miles I've done today. And left at 10 to 7, it's now 4:05, so I'll have that. Long day, but I'll definitely have that. It's a 10-hour walk, I've done it in 9, so happy days. I'm not rushed that either. So, not staying anywhere in here. I'm off to the youth hostel just down the road. First things first, local shop, and then bed. So I will leave you here for the end of day one, from Helmsley to Osmotherley. I'll see you all in the next one.